Tetouan is located at the foot of the Rif Mountains, but looks like it could be a Spanish city with its whitewashed buildings. That's because Tetouan features a lot of interesting Spanish architecture thanks to the interesting history shared between Morocco and Andalusia. For old building lovers, stopping Tetouan is worth it just to see the mix of Moroccan and Andalusian architecture. Tetouan, sometimes known by the nickname the White Dove for its overall white appearance and for its affinity with Spanish culture. The city was founded in the 3rd century BC. Artifacts from the Roman and Phoenician eras are known to exist in the site of Temuda. It was built around 1305 by the Marinid king Abu Thabit, from where attacks were carried out on the Ceuta. It was destroyed in 1400 when it came to be known as a safe haven for the pirates. It was rebuilt in the 15th century by the refugees of Reconquista. The Andalusian Moors built fortifications before developing the city. In 1860, it was taken over by the Spaniards under Leopoldo O'Donnell. It was evacuated on May 2, 1862. However, the Moors had so much hatred that they destroyed the entire city and got it to its former bad state. It was formerly ruled by Spain and came under the Spanish Protectorate in 1913, governed by Jalifa. You can find the Spanish influence even now with street name in Arabic and Spanish, and some people even speaking Spanish. The Muslim population is the majority one, but the Sephardi Jewish community that emigrated from Spain after Reconquista has also been here in minority for a long time. It is characterized by having 3 clearly differentiated areas, each with its own style. On the one hand, the Medina, on the other, the Ensanche outside the Medina, and finally, the outskirts of the city. The Medina of Tetouan is distinct to the one in Tangier because it is much less visited by tourists. The Medina in Tangier is a bit more catered for tourists, and you may find you attract more attention here from people wanting to sell you things. In Tetouan, you may find you get a better insight into a traditional Medina, and you are less likely to be hassled by unofficial guides and salesmen. The Medina in Tangier is still an excellent experience and should be visited. If you don't like the narrow, winding streets of Medinas, then you should go directly from Tangier to Chef Chiayuan. There is also a Medina in Chef Chiayuan, but it is smaller and a bit more touristy. Tetouan is also home to the Tetouan Center of Modern Art, which houses a large collection of Iberian Moroccan art. It's worth visiting if you are interested in modern art, and even if you aren't, because it gives an interesting view of what life was like in Morocco in the early 20th century. Its picturesque style, clearly reminiscent of traditional Andalusian architecture, contrasts with that of the Ensanche with its straight lines in a Spanish colonial style. This also serves as a link between the Medina and the contemporary outskirts of the city. Its many cultural buildings, such as the Royal Palace, the School of Arts and Crafts, and the Ethnographic Museum, make it an interesting place to discover. The thing that makes Tetouan stand out most among Moroccan cities is its continuing connection to Spain, not only reflected in the Spanish you'll see on some signs, but also in the influence of Spanish architecture on its streets. Therefore, we can consider Tetouan a city of great contrasts and different areas, where in a single step we can go from the chaos of the Medina to the clarity of the architecture of the Ensanche, all filled with various cultural buildings and a marked Spanish influence.